the Lady Tigers. So I'm sure pretty happy with the results from last night. Got the victory and find themselves in the semifinals of the District 3 5A tournament. Faith Silva had 16. Callista Jacob had 13, and 10 for Kylie Purcella, who again is a freshman. She's playing really well this season. So she's certainly sounds like going to be a big key to what the Lady Tigers want to do heading into the postseason. So it's Las Cruces High coming up for the Lady Tigers on Wednesday, not Centennial. They got upset by the Lady Bulldogs, which I'm not overly shocked by. This was the reason why I said Alamo really wanted that 2 seed in the tournament, in the district tournament, because it was a much different story in having to face Gadsden compared to Las Cruces, because Cruces is capable of beating Alamo and Centennial and Oñate and Deming. They're good enough. Gadsden this year, no, I don't think that's a fair thing to say there. So, gets you one step closer to the district tournament championship if you're Alamogordo. And again, maybe there's some upward movement in seeding if they win tomorrow and if they win on Friday. So, all right, looks like we got our stream up and going. So I'm going to run a little bit more quickly through what the district tournament situation is. So the Alamo girls tomorrow, they host Las Cruces High, 6 p.m. tip-off again, $5 tickets again. You can't use your activity passes, so just a heads up on that. Alamogordo boys eliminated from the district tournament last night as they were defeated by the Oñate Black Knights. 74-28 was the final score. Tigers had an okay first quarter. Oñate, they came out not with, Jordy Moreno, Ricky Lujan, who I'd say are their best players, and some more of their reserves, and actually played pretty well for the start. Then Alamo came back, and it was a 1-point game after the first quarter, and then it was the Tigers just not taking care of the basketball. The pressure really gave Alamo problems, and the Tigers scored 13 points the rest of the game after scoring 15 in the first quarter. Spent some more time on the Tigers when we'll kind of recap the season a little bit as it's come to a close, but we'll chat about that. Tularosa boys, kind of surprised to see that they lost last night on the road to Tucumcari, as Tucumcari got the win 50-47. Now, they said they went to the information I got says they went to a coin toss. I wouldn't think they needed to go to a coin toss. The point differential would have given it to Tularosa, so maybe I'm wrong. The information I got directly from the school said they went to a coin toss. I'm going to say they went to a coin toss, but either or, the other tiebreaker that they should have used should have given it to Tularosa, the home game tonight. So, district tournament game tonight between Tularosa and Tucumcari, 7 p.m. at Tularosa High School. Again, that's $5 tickets for tonight's game for that one. The Cloudcroft girls, and I don't know if they're hosting Mesilla Valley or Capitan, but they are hosting a game at 6 o'clock tonight. That's a District 3 2A tournament game. And the District 3 2A girls as well, Lordsburg and Mescalero are playing tonight to determine who's the regular season champ and who's the 1 seed in the district tournament. That's in Las Cruces. The Cloudcroft boys are at Capitan this evening. That's a 6 o'clock tip-off as well. And I think we got everybody for today. All right. Speaking of today, Tiger Baseball begins their season today at Belen. Thanks to Coach Crabtree for this morning, stopped by the station along with a couple of his seniors, Anthony Nahar and Evan Best. And does have one more senior in the group, and we chatted about it a little bit, but he was unable to make the interview this morning. So we chatted to those two guys along with Coach Crabtree, and I thought Coach Crabtree had some really good insights on the upcoming season. So should be a good year for the Tigers. They've got a lot of returners, and we'll see how they get started here in a couple of hours up there in Belen. We'll certainly post updates for you on Facebook once we get it to you this evening and let you know how it went. So without any further ado, Alamogordo Tiger Baseball, Coach Crabtree, Evan Best, and Anthony Nahar. All right, joining us now is Tiger Baseball as they get ready to start their season today. They make the travel to Belen, and we appreciate Coach Michael Crabtree spending some time with us this morning and give us an opportunity to talk about the new season. Coach, how are you?
Hey, doing well. Thanks for having us on this morning.
Happy to have you here. And you want to introduce the two seniors? I know you got 3 seniors with this group this year, but you brought 2 of them here with you.
Yeah, we have 3 seniors. One of ours wasn't able to make it this morning. The other 2 here, they're here with us today. We have Anthony Nahar. He's one of our infielders and pitchers, and Evan Best is one of our infielders and pitchers as well.
All right, guys, how you doing this morning? Good?
Good, you?
Fantastic.
Good.
All right. Happy to have you guys here. Coach, you return a ton from last year. This is a group that, last year it was kind of a little bit of a youth movement for you. You had a new setup for you. Now you got a lot of experience coming back this year.
Yeah, definitely. Last year we graduated 2 seniors. This year we have 3 seniors, so we're junior heavy on our roster for sure, with a bunch of returners back. And we're just trying to develop and get better and build on what we did last year, and continue to compete. Are
you seeing some improvement from what you saw from last year's group? I mean, do you feel like they've made the kind of progression that you wanted to heading into this season?
Yes, definitely. You can tell just physically, growing up, getting stronger mentally, and just all around, it's from, the physical training to the baseball skills that you can tell we're developing and going in the right direction. And, now obviously you just got to do that on the field, during the game time as well, not just practice.
Is it a different approach for you this year that, last year you knew it was going to be a young team, it was going to be, getting them into varsity situations for the first time for a lot of that group. Now this year you can kind of adjust a little bit, and that they've been in those spots now?
Yes, I think, a lot of it is we've seen them for a year now. When you first get on there, we don't know exactly what you're going to give us on the varsity level during a game. But now, as a core group, we've seen what they have. We know what we need to work on to improve on from last year, to continue to build on our positives. So we have a better idea, from my standpoint, on what I think we need to see and what we need to improve on for us to compete at a high level.
All right. Now, Anthony, I mean, is this your first year on varsity?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's what I was trying to remember. Are you excited to get that opportunity to get to the varsity squad this year?
Yeah, I'm finally excited to get my chance.
Yeah.
I just got to prove myself every day.
All right. And you said infielder, so, I mean, you're going to kind of move around different positions, or what do you expect?
I play second base and then third base.
So get different situational opportunities. Is there one spot you feel a bit more comfortable at more than the others, or?
Second base.
Second base has been your position?
Yeah.
All right, very good. Evan, obviously we move you around on the infield for sure, right? I mean,
no, I just play third.
Third, okay, yeah.
That's about it.
So third base, and that's, I would say defensively, that's maybe the toughest position to play on the baseball field. I mean, I'm sure some of the other positions would argue differently, but you've got to be on your toes, especially. I mean, talk about what you like about playing third base.
Oh, that's where the hot ones come, the hot corner. You just got to get ready. You got to have an arm over there to play.
All right. Obviously, you've been with the varsity team now here for a couple of years. Where's your confidence level? I mean, where do you feel maybe most confident in your game heading into the new season? Is at the plate, in the field? What are you feeling like this year?
I feel confidence with hitting.
Yeah.
I improved on my pitching too.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is it in your hitting that you feel? I mean, just comfortable at the plate, seeing the ball well, things like that?
Yeah, I'm just seeing the ball pretty well.
Okay.
Just putting it on a line, not really too many pop-ups or anything.
All right. You guys are 2 of 3 seniors this year. I mean, are you anticipating Coach to look to you guys for a leadership role? Do you like that leadership role?
Oh, yeah, definitely. We got to show the team like what we can do and all that stuff.
Yeah, Anthony, I mean, you just in terms of make sure the team is taking care of business the way that they should, and it's not always Coach Crabtree that's having to put that information out to the other teammates. You feel like that's a role for you?
Most definitely, yeah. I feel like I could help.
Yeah. Okay, Coach. I mean, talk about the importance of this group of 3 seniors. I mean, do you feel like they can be that role for you out there on the field?
Yes, they're great, hardworking kids. Anthony here has been really working hard, really competing for spots, and I feel like he's going to be able to find a role and help us out. Evan, this will be his second year on varsity, and we need to keep building on what we did last year. And our other senior that couldn't be here today is Justin Moreno, and he's a hardworking kid, and that gets after it, and they're in the outfield. So I think they all 3 have good makeup, hardworking, kind of hard-nosed players, and they're all going to be able to fill in the team and help us be successful.
Well, let's talk about some of the other guys. Obviously, we have 2, but I mean, it's a big group that you have this year. And as we mentioned, a lot of returners. Let's start with the pitching staff. I mean, who are the arms that you expect? I mean, obviously, we got Evan here, and who else do you expect to be important for you on the mound this year?
Yeah, I mean, we have a whole slew of them kind of coming back. Last year, Grayson Guerra pitched well for us. Then we have, just a bunch of them, and we have, Colin Kirk, we have Julio Mendoza, Elias Orozco. There's too many, I shouldn't name names because there's all, and they're kind of all right there. I feel like that our staff is like that, where we have guys that we can go to in different situations and mix it up, and we have a deep options as far as on the mound. And so hopefully we're going to be a play of strength for us this year in district. We'll be playing 3-game series, play a single on Tuesday and double on Friday. And so, yeah, I feel like, Anthony here's proved that he can get on the mound and compete. Evans pitched some last year and has improved significantly from what we've seen, really worked on it, throwing strikes. So, like I said, I think right now I have 9 or 10 of our guys can get on the mound, and they've all thrown and competed and thrown strikes. It's not like we're just throwing guys out there that, just to take up space. They've proved that they can compete. So there's going to be a lot of competition on the mound, as of everywhere. We have a real versatile group. There you can play different spots where we got guys that can play infield or play outfield or play second, play third, guys working behind the plate or play somewhere else. And so that's kind of what we'll be competing and kind of what I'll be looking at, trying to figure out what our best combo is before we get to district to put our best squad on the field.
All right, Anthony, what's your best pitch? What's your go-to when you're up on the mound?
I like the curveball. I feel like I can control that more.
Yeah. And are you? I mean, good. You feel like you have a good fastball as well, or?
It needs work.
It needs work. Okay. So curveball, maybe you get a good changeup in there too, or yeah. All right, Evan, how about you? What's your best pitch?
I like going to the curveball.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that goes showing. I'm sure you, Coach. I'm sure you got some guys that can bring the heat as well, right?
Yeah, we got some guys that have potential with the fastball as well. So, but everybody's different, and everybody gets a picture of their strengths, and that's kind of what I was saying. If these guys can throw breaking balls after a guy that throws fastballs, and then we have some options to try to mix it up and keep the other team's offense down.
All right. Defensively, go around the diamond and the lineup as well. Behind the plate, the infield. Who are we looking at this year?
Yeah, we got guys competing back there. We have 3 guys. Isaiah Salazar is one of our seniors that graduated last year, so catcher's a place that we got to replace. We have Ryan Viescas, Michael Thatcher, and Savian Marquez all working back there right now, competing for for time. Infield wise, we have Rooster Williams back, played shortstop for us last year. We have these guys. We'll have Grayson Guerra competing out there. We have at first base. We have a couple options. Elias can play there. We have Avery Marable that played there last year. So yeah, we just have a lot of options. Outfielders, Colin Kirk, Julio Mendoza, Elias will play outfield as well. Like I said, we have Justin Moreno. Savian plays outfield as well. So there's a lot of guys that play multiple spots, and kind of not utility guys, but maybe catcher, outfield, infield, outfield, can play first base, outfield. So I would say definitely we got a good mix of competition going on to figure out where everybody fits in.
On a high school baseball team, having that kind of versatility, that's got to be a big bonus for you as a manager, right?
Yes, no, it's awesome. So like we're projecting to have 14 when we get everybody there, and so that's a good number. We can compete and have different things going on. I didn't even mention Dylan McGinn's a returning starter for us, and he's playing outfield, infield. He can pitch too, kind of the same thing we're going for. So we have quite a few returners that are flexible, and quite a few new guys that we got to competing for spots that we got to figure out the right mix for our club.
All right. Evan, I mean, the competition, I mean, obviously you guys are a team and you're working together, but the competition within the team, does that kind of get you guys more fired up? Does that help you out a little bit getting ready for the season?
Oh, yeah. We just got to keep the confidence and just keep going. Don't let one game just get to you. We got to just keep it going.
Yeah. Anthony, I mean, the competition, I mean, is that you feel like makes you a better player, or made you a better player to have to compete with your teammates to get spots out there?
Most definitely, yeah. I feel like me competing makes me work harder.
Yeah, makes a big difference for you guys. All right. And the schedule this year, obviously, I mean, we talked with pretty much every one of the teams about, obviously, the new district, moving back up to the big school classification. I mean, Anthony, are you excited to see the Cruces schools in district again? We know it's going to be tough, but it's good competition. Are you excited?
Oh, yeah, I'm excited about it.
Yeah, should be good. Evan, I mean, looking forward, because you guys have done pretty well against the Cruces teams when you've seen them in the last couple of years, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel like that's going to be a good experience for you guys as a team?
Oh, yes, it is. We should do good, though.
All right. Coach, I mean, talk about the challenge. I mean, there's not a lot of non-district games. You don't really have a lot of time to tune up before district. Is that going to be something new for you guys this year?
Yeah, so, I mean, with 18 different district games, I mean, it's pretty much we have 8 to kind of fill us out, and then it's, hit it running and what matters. And as far as making the postseason, I mean, the whole year resume goes into play, but mainly those 18 district games and where you finish in the district standings in a 17 district is going to determine that. So, yeah, we're excited. We'll play 3-game series each week. You play the same club each week. week. So we'll play Tuesday against, let's say, whatever Centennial, but we would also play them on Friday. So you play a 3-game series, either home and away on Tuesday or Friday. And we just try to play good baseball. You got 18 games. You try to be consistent. It doesn't really matter who we're playing against. If you play the game against yourself, throw strikes, don't beat yourself in the field, and compete at the plate, we feel like we're going to have a chance to compete and just see how high we can finish.
Yeah, and I would, obviously with the Cruces schools, obviously it makes it a little bit tougher. But I'd say the district you guys have been the last couple of years, look at how good Deming and Santa Teresa have been. You've gone up against tough competition the last few years as well.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, last year our district was as tough as it's going to be this year. I think just when you see the big schools, it's just the depth in the programs. 1 through 7 or 1 through all the schools in the state. There's a lot of depth and a lot of parity in the division. So you can finish at the top if you play really well, or if you have some miscues and don't click, you could be down at the bottom too, because there's no gimme wins.
Yeah. We got a couple of seniors here. So, Anthony, you thought about is baseball something that you want to continue after high school, or are you just going to enjoy your senior year here playing baseball?
I want to enjoy my senior year, but, it's a thought. It's been a thought. If I go to college.
Maybe get an opportunity to play there.
Yeah.
So college obviously is next in your plans after high school?
Definitely.
Yeah. Have you thought about where you wanted to go, or still haven't figured that one out yet?
I haven't figured out where I wanted to go yet, but I've been taking classes up on the Hill right now. Awesome.
Very good. And yeah, you have an idea of what you want to do in college?
Be an informational technician.
All right. What got you interested in being an informational technician? It's a very specific category there. So what got you interested in that?
I like computers a lot.
Okay.
And I just find it easy to me.
Okay, very good. That's awesome. Evan, how about you, buddy? Where are you? Have you thought about? Is baseball something you want to try to continue after high school?
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely try to keep doing baseball for a while.
Okay, very good. You thought about what you wanted to do after high school and college? What you want to study?
Criminology.
And kind of, is there a specific career that you're thinking about? Police officer, border patrol, or
like CIA type of stuff?
All right.
FBI, yeah.
Very good. That sounds pretty exciting. All right. We'll look forward to obviously that. Talk about your senior year. What do you want out of this last year of Tiger baseball for you, Evan? What's the if you get to the end, when we get to the end of May, and you'll feel like, man, I really played my best this year.
Just to work as a team, just keep everything together, the bond. That's all I could really care about, just us staying together and stuff.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite memory that stands out for you for Tiger baseball? Is there something that you think about and you're like, gosh, that's something I'm going to remember once I'm done with this?
Not really. I probably do. I just can't think of anything right now.
Okay, that's fine. That's all good. Anthony, is there something that stands out for you, or maybe hoping to make that memory this year?
Yeah, I'm hoping to make memories this year.
Yeah,
definitely.
All right, very good. Well, we certainly hope that'll be the case. Coach, what's the expectations for this group this year? Obviously you feel like with as many guys returning, this should be a good team this year.
Yeah, I definitely think we should be very competitive and compete. As far as winning expectations, we don't throw those out there too much, just because I think there's so many goals that we can obtain without just focusing on that result. And if we do the other goals, then we're going to get the W's in that column. I would just say a lot of new. A year from now we'll be in the district for the second year and kind of know what to expect. We've played the clubs. This is my fourth year. We played them my first year here. We split pretty much with everybody we played over there. But I would just say there's a lot of uncertainty on where we're going to fit or what we're going to do. But I definitely think if the guys keep competing, keep developing, that there's no reason we can't compete at the top of the district.
All right, so on the road today at Belen, their first home game is coming up next Tuesday on the 5th. It'll be a doubleheader, 4 and 6 o'clock against Santa Teresa. And then you guys aren't back at home until district, I believe, right?
Yes, after that we go to a Goddard tournament, and we have a single game at Valencia, and then we'll open up there in the middle of March with district against Mayfield.
All right, so we'll look forward to it. Guys, enjoy your season. Have some fun out there in your senior year. Appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Charles.
And that is Coach Michael Crabtree, along with Anthony Nahar and Evan Best. That was a good interview. I thought, Coach, really good stuff in there. I always enjoy talking baseball with Coach Crabtree. I think he has done an excellent job with the Tiger baseball program, and always hear positive things about Coach Crabtree from players, former players, and from parents as well. They really talk him up and are happy that he's coaching their kids. So always fun to chat with them. But today, again, they'll be in Belen, 4 o'clock, first pitch for the first game, and then obviously the second game will follow after that. So best of luck to Tiger baseball as they begin their season today. All right, we'll spend a little bit more time in depth on what's going on with basketball today and throughout the rest of the week, it's slightly complicated. If anything, just because there's so many moving pieces and all this stuff, it's getting a little less complicated day by day. But we're gonna spend a little more time on that. I was kind of rushed it a little bit earlier on, so we'll get to that coming up here on the Roundup. We'll take a quick break and come right back. If you want to call into the show, 437-1230. You're listening to ESPN Alamogordo.
What makes Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai unique? We're all about you. Your vision, your style, your needs, and your story. Vision is fully stocked with dozens of the hottest 2019 models, including the Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling truck for over 40 years. With financing options to fit every budget and a sales team dedicated to you, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai continues the Yes We Can tradition. All we need is you. Visit us today at 1500 South White Sands Boulevard or 24/7 online at visionfordlincoln.com.
Hey Alamogordo, Sleepwell is fully expanded in size and product. Now at a new location, 811 First Street on the corner of First Street in Florida. Our expansion now includes furniture for your entire home. Not only are the Sleepwell sleep experts here to help you fight morning back pain, find better sleep, and live healthier, but now we can also help you find home